The law of the 1% reveals a shocking secret. Most people will never achieve greatness. Why? Because they settle for mediocrity, where competition is intense and dreams are small. Meanwhile, those who excel adopt habits that elevate them above the masses. What exactly do they do differently? And more importantly, how can you join them? Have you ever wondered why so many people fight for mediocre jobs and paltry raises? The truth is, most settle for the comfort of being average, competing for the same status signals: the biggest house, the newest car, the latest iPhone. But is it really worth it? The answer may surprise you and change your life forever. The secrets to avoiding mediocrity are not complicated, but they do require a radical change in mindset and habits. Want to find out how to start small, establish powerful habits, and control your social environment to become part of the 1%? Get ready for a journey that will challenge your beliefs and show you that it is possible to achieve the extraordinary. 1. Start small. The biggest challenge to achieving success is, paradoxically, starting small. This may seem counterintuitive, but the small victories are what really fuel the flame of progress. Imagine lighting a lighter in a dry forest. The small wick becomes an overwhelming flame that consumes everything in its path. Break down your big goals into 2-minute habits that you can easily execute every day. This method isn't about having low expectations, but rather about creating consistent momentum that, over time, will lead to extraordinary results. Many people fail because they think in a binary, all or nothing. Such thinking impedes progress and promotes procrastination, the great epidemic of the 21st century. We procrastinate because we think that if we can't do something perfectly, it's not worth doing. However, this mindset is fatal to progress. The 1% of people who actually achieve success understand the importance of starting small and building on those small wins. They know that the journey of 1,000 steps begins with a single step, and that each step, no matter how small, is a breakthrough towards their dreams. To change your life, you need to embrace the power of small beginnings. Big changes don't happen all at once. They are the result of small, consistent efforts over time. By focusing on getting a little bit done every day, you build a strong foundation that can support great accomplishments. Remember, even marathons start with a single step. Every 2-minute habit you adopt is a stone in the foundation of your future success. Start small, but think big, and you'll soon see the fruits of your daily effort. 2. Establish habits. Establishing a habit is crucial before trying to improve it. The idea of done is better than perfect may sound like a cliché, but it's the truth that many overlook. When you focus on doing something, even if it's imperfect, you create the foundation for continuous improvement. Friction, or the difficulty encountered along the way, is a determining factor in the success of a habit. Reduce that friction and see how your life can change dramatically. For example, choosing a gym close to your home significantly increases the chances that you will attend it regularly. The difficulty in adopting new habits often lies in the initial complexity. Simplify your tasks so that good habits become natural. Leave a book next to your bed to encourage you to read before bed, or sleep in the clothes you plan to wear for working out the next day. These small changes make good habits more accessible and help break down the internal resistance we all face. By making it easier to adopt good habits, you automatically increase the chances of success. To break bad habits, increase friction. Make it harder to perform the actions you want to eliminate. For example, hide your phone until 11 a.m. to avoid morning distractions, or unplug the TV from your bedroom to improve sleep quality. By making it harder to perform bad habits, you reduce the likelihood of carrying them out, which makes room for positive habits. This control over attrition is what differentiates those in the top 1% from those who remain in mediocrity. Be intentional with your choices and create an environment that favors success. 3. Control your social environment. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. This reality may seem harsh, but it's one of the biggest determinants of your success or failure. Surrounding yourself with mediocre people can pull you down, just like crabs in a bucket keep each other from escaping. The people around you directly influence your attitudes, behaviors, and consequently, your results. Therefore, it is essential to carefully choose who you associate with. The social environment has a profound impact on your mindset and aspirations. Avoid people who don't share your vision for growth and who aren't willing to evolve. Instead, look for peers who want to grow along with you, mentors who can teach valuable lessons, and mentees to whom you can pass on your knowledge. These enriching relationships not only challenge you to be better, but also provide invaluable support on your journey. Don't underestimate the power of the environment in shaping your opportunities and challenges. Even the most talented are limited by the context in which they are inserted. If you want to be part of the 1%, you need to be strategic about who you spend your time with. Sometimes it's better to walk alone than to be badly accompanied. And when you find people who are worthwhile, build a mutual support network that propels everyone to success. Continually evolve, or you'll be pulled back into the bucket of mediocrity. 4. Develop insight. Insight, or the ability to see beyond appearances, is a powerful tool for success. Instead of being envious of those who thrive, question and learn from them. When you see someone succeeding, ask yourself what they did to get there. Analyze every detail, from strategy to execution. This reverse engineering process allows you to understand the fundamental principles behind success and apply them to your own life. Observing and learning from the success of others is a skill that the 1% have mastered. Whenever I see a viral video on YouTube, I wonder why that title worked so well, or why the intro was so catchy. Every detail counts. Analyzing these nuances allows you to discover the formulas for success and adapt them to your reality. It's not about copying, but about understanding and implementing the strategies that have worked for others. Developing insight takes practice and a questioning mindset. Question everything, even your own beliefs. When you are able to understand the concepts on a deep level, you will be able to replicate success in various areas of your life. Ask questions constantly, watch the answers, and adapt. Not only does this skill set you apart, but it also puts you on the path to joining the select group of 1% who achieve great things. 5. Think like a scientist. Take an experiential approach to your life. Look at each idea as a prototype that needs to be tested. Building, testing, tweaking, and iterating is the continuous cycle that defines the success of the 1%. For example, if you want to grow your online presence, start by identifying your target audience. Then, publish content regularly and evaluate the results. Adjust your strategies based on the feedback and data you collect. Scientific thinking involves testing hypotheses and learning from the results, whether positive or negative. Don't cling to flaws. They are part of the learning process. Each experiment brings you a little closer to success, as long as you're willing to tweak and try again. This cycle of trial and error is what allows the 1% to continuously innovate and grow, while the others remain stagnant by uncertainty and fear of failure. To truly thrive, you need to embrace the mindset of a scientist. Perform multiple experiments simultaneously, learn from each one, and adjust your approaches. This constant practice not only keeps you moving, but also allows you to figure out what works best for you. While most avoid the unknown, members of the 1% see uncertainty as opportunities to grow and evolve. Test, learn, and repeat until you reach your goals. 6. Accept failure and be resilient. Failure is inevitable, but the way you respond to failure is what defines your success. Being resilient means adapting and learning from adversity. Imagine a rubber band that, despite being stretched, never breaks. Similarly, you need to be flexible enough to face challenges, but strong enough not to give up. If you want to achieve something that most people can't, you need to be willing to face difficulties that most people aren't. Accepting failure as part of the process is key. Each failure offers valuable lessons that you can use to improve and try again. The pain of failure can be intense, but it is temporary. The pain of staying the same, of not growing, is much worse. Choose the pain of changing and evolving. This choice, while difficult, is what differentiates those who are part of the 1% from those who remain in mediocrity. Resilience is not just a desirable quality, it's essential for success. Those who achieve great things understand that the path is fraught with obstacles. They accept that they will be knocked down, but they also know that they have the ability to rise stronger. Cultivating resilience means mentally preparing yourself for difficulties and using each failure as a learning opportunity. The choice is yours. remain comfortable in mediocrity, or brave the temporary pain of growing up to become part of the 1%. Mediocrity is a choice, and the decision to get out of it is in your hands. What are you going to do with this new perspective on the 1% law? The journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just getting started. Do you have the courage to adopt these principles and truly transform your life? Think about it. Don't underestimate the power of small changes. Every habit, every choice, every step you take can take you closer or farther away from mediocrity. What will be your next actions? How will you implement what you've learned today? Reflecting on these questions can be the first step to joining the select group of those who avoid mediocrity. And now, the crucial question. What are you willing to sacrifice to be part of the 1%? The answer to that question can define the rest of your life. Don't stop here. Keep seeking, questioning, and applying. True transformation is within your grasp. The journey is long, but the results can be extraordinary.